Good morning, Celtic fans, and welcome back to the channel. In today's Celtic FC news, we have a news update on the Celtic's pursuit of a Korean striker, and it's believed that Celtic have put an offer in that is impossible for the team to reject. We talk about Carl Starfelt, how he praises Yoki Kobayashi after a confident Celtic start, a confident Celtic debut, and then we jump over to the comment section to see what you're saying on yesterday's video about the good news that it looks like the deal to Monza is definitely off for Josip Juranovic, and the fact that he looks as if he might be staying here till the summer. I'm not sure about that yet, but it looks as if there might be a plan of action to keep him at Celtic. So let's get straight into the breaking news overnight. It was about 6 hours ago, so yeah, that was during the night for most of us. Jason Hansen-Lee put out on Twitter, has got a verified account on Twitter, and he's put, breaking, Celtic have stepped up their pursuit of the Korean striker, and it's believed that they put an offer in that is impossible to reject. The player is eager to move, and the manager has publicly approved the transfer. It's now up to the club. It's fantastic news for Celtic. They're obviously going to get another striker in. Will Georgios Giakoumakis be here till the summer? Also, there's noises coming out of Celtic that might be the case. Both players might actually stay till the summer and then look to get the bigger move that they're looking for. And that's obviously the powers of persuasion for our manager. So in talking about the manager, Carl Starfelt is talking about one of the new players that's came into Celtic, Kobayashi. After he made a confident debut the other night, he was got to say he was a really good addition to the squad. The Japan international is really competitive. It's a big chap. Carl Starfelt went on to say it was an assured Celtic debut, and he's welcomed competition for places at the club. Kobayashi completed his move for Kobe at the beginning of the transfer window, and he's basically been jumping at the bit to play. A minor injury to Cameron Carter-Vickers has created an opportunity for the Japanese defender, and he got his chance on Wednesday in the 4-0 win over St Mirren. Starfelt, who moved to the right-hand side of defence to accommodate his new partner, was impressed with his new rival. He went on to say, "I thought he played really well." Starfelt says, "It was a good debut for him. He was cool on the ball, and he won his duels. He was really good." And that was a case of a welcome to Scotland. So welcome to Scotland, and the fact that it is a physical game that Starfelt says it gets played in Scotland, and after watching the Spanish game last night, it is a completely different game in Scotland. It is. Anyway, that's that. Obviously the breaking news is the fact that Celtic have stepped in for the Korean striker, and it's believed that they've made an offer that's impossible for them to reject. So let's jump over to the comment section of yesterday's video, and the good news is that the deal in Monza looks off for Juranovic, which is great news for us. So what were you saying about that? First up is Donny Boy, who just made the comment just a few minutes ago. No letting players leave for peanuts until a replacement is bought. The fact that we've got a replacement in already, we don't really need to let Juranovic go. The manager likes to get players in and bed them in for a good few months before letting players go. And selling players at this time of year is just it's never going to happen, if you ask me. We've been lacking for a while. Donny Boy says, Gara 6283 says Kyogo looks like he's hitting form right at times. Good to see him back after a wee dip. Yep, I said yesterday's video, says Kyogo was absolutely tremendous the other night. James Doran says great performance last night from the boys. The best is yet to come. I think we are stepping it up that level. And the manager did say last year that we would come back this year bigger and stronger. And he's also he says every transfer window, he says that we're going to be stronger coming out the window, and that's one thing he stands by his word. 200 Boys says concerned with Matt O'Reilly. I think the game passed him by last night again. Kobayashi was friggin' awesome last night. I think that as well. There's a few boys in the pub saying that. A few of the older boys are saying that Matt O'Reilly, that there's something about him. He is just a young lad, and he has had big boots to fill. Getting him to play that same way that we were ruined by Tom Rogic. I mean, he just glided through games, Tom. It was just the way it was, really. Something today says Monza deal was a loan deal to the end of the season. Maybe that GG has agreed to stay at Paradise till then. I think that's the noises that are coming out, that it's don't be too upset if he's still here till the end of the season, and the same with Giakoumakis, unless there's something really a big offer comes in for both of them. You never know until the end of the transfer window, though. It could be a case of clubs are hanging off and will come in with bids at the last couple of days, as usually happens. Northampton Tim 1888 says, good game, everyone was up for it, hail hail. Paul Baird says hail hail, and Brass Neck says hail hail. And then we'll go on to Green Litchi says, looks like Ange is playing hardball with these transfers, which is good. I've read that Ange said GG is going nowhere. Yeah, that's what I'm reading as well. It's like he's basically saying to the players, look, you're staying here till the summer. We're going to win some trophies, and then you can go out on a high. Johnson showed again last night. He looks like an ideal replacement for JJ if he does move on. But same with Kobayashi. Yep, Alistair Johnson, fantastic find. I mean, he done really well at the World Cup. And then the last comment goes to Johnny Boy. Glad to see Monza disappearing. An insult. Basically, yep, it was an insult trying to take one of your players on loan until the summer. But that is the way of modern football. It is all about making sure that you've got your finances right at the club. And on that note, have a great day, Celtic fans all around the world.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up.